Alright guys, jumping right back into Final Fantasy IV. So when we left off, a lot of things happened, a lot of tragedy, a lot of war. It's a very Final Fantasy thing. You see Damcyan Castle here, absolutely just in rubble. Tella is gone. In his place, we have Edward, Rydia, and Cecil as the new party. So yeah, let's continue on though. We got a little hovercraft thing, and that's gonna let us move around more freely. Specifically, I think they said we had to head north, I think. I could be wrong on that. I want to say they said north. Yeah, because the ocean sort of thing. I don't know. Is this technically an ocean? I actually don't really know. More like a, a swamp, I guess. I don't know. It's also odd, though, because I don't think, I don't think this overworld map, it doesn't have like a map percentage complete, so we don't necessarily have to like look everywhere, but I kind of want to, you know what I mean? Like I kind of want to just like explore everywhere, and not to be super boring, but let's head here. Let's head to Kaipo. Does anyone have anything new to say? I don't know if they do, because a big part of how I play Final Fantasies, I backtrack a lot. But yeah. A young lady from Baron was found collapsed on the outskirts of town. Fair as the desert moon, they say. The ones who found her carried her inside to recover. That's just Rosa. And we still need the salve or whatever to assist her with surviving. Wait, it's not here, is it? Where was it? Alright, I think the backtracking might actually prove to be not worth it, but let's head back into the inn here, and let's actually kind of stock up on potions, because we should have enough gil now to actually buy a bunch. Yeah, we could buy it. We could buy the whole shop. So let's do 50. That might even be excessive. And then, oh, we already have 5. I'm just trying to get a little bit of everything. Oh, that's interesting. Because you never know when you're gonna need it. Last episode we were getting turned into frogs, like, continuously, or toads. I don't really know the difference, I'm gonna be honest. But it was not great. It was not preferred. I do not want to be a toad again. Can we actually go back all the way to the castle? I can't imagine we can. I really cannot imagine it's gonna let us go all the way back to the place where everyone wants us dead. Right? And they're doing the classic RPG thing where you just got mountains on every single side of you, so it's literally impossible to go back. Okay, that'd be quite an episode though. I spend the entire time going back to the castle, immediately die, and then we just start over again on, let's keep on rolling, boys. Let's back to the quest at hand. Yeah, it's nothing. Yeah, I don't think this is. Yeah. And this is actually the argument a lot of people have when people's argument against like Final Fantasy 13 and stuff is like, it's so linear, it's like there's nothing to do. Like, this is, I'm about to make some enemies. Isn't this by definition linear? Like, I'm enforced to go like in these areas. Like, I can't actually go backwards. Like, it's almost fake freedom. To be honest, like, I'm playing devil's advocate a bit. I do think this is a little bit more free than hallways. I think people's main issue with games like Final Fantasy 13 is it felt like exploration was not a factor. So like, it wasn't that like, it wasn't that, oh, I don't have like a, like, it wasn't like every Final Fantasy allows me to do everything else I want, or like all the other Final Fantasies have absolutely no rules. It's the fact that I can go like off the beaten path is a major part, and it felt like that wasn't incorporated into the game. And it feels like people are more receptive to the game nowadays, like at least on the forums and stuff. Even like, I'm curious to play it again, because I didn't dislike it, but I also didn't have a blast. I wasn't like, oh, this is the greatest game ever. I was like, it's okay. Like, it was fine. Now, I think I already mentioned, I actually never ended up like truly beating it. I got to the final boss and then watched the video because I could not, for the life of me, take him on. But this is interesting because there's 2 locations to go. So let's go here and see if we die. That's always a good test. You just run in and see if you die. Then if you die, you know that's not the right place to be. Or I mean, I guess depending on how quickly you die. Mount Hobbs, West Slope. This is very, very similar to where we met Bahamut. You know, the dragon in Final Fantasy III. So this is interesting. This is very, very interesting. Are we going to meet him again? Because Final Fantasies, they have these reoccurring themes, and Bahamut, it really is, I mean, definitely one of them. And, you know, Crystal's another one. So there's a lot of things that could happen here. So first time facing these, let's see how tough they are. And I know we're just going to do the physical attacks with Rydia. I'm actually not too worried. Edward, he's only got 117. Okay, you're going to sing him a song? Okay. I do need to incorporate Edward's abilities more. I think it was Brian Pendell was commenting, and he had mentioned like some of the uses for Edward's abilities, and a lot of them seemed interesting. Like a thick wall of ice blocks the trail, but like what if it didn't? I've got a plan. Rydia. Rydia? What about you? Does someone have fire? That didn't use fire. That just replaced the command. Okay, I think this is a hard, like, go away. Ah, the skeleton crew. Am I dead here? No, I think Edward's just bad. No way I'm dead. I mean, there's like oh, no, I didn't mean to. No, I didn't want to run away. No, we never run, even when Edward dies. He did, just as he did. Okay, so Cecil's gonna attack. Rydia's gonna raise. And let's see what we can do. I mean, what are the odds he gets hit again? Really? Don't you dare. Dude, he's got like a... My gosh, he's like a lightning rod in himself. You know, of himself. Something like that. Nothing like talking for hours on end in your videos to realize you really don't have a firm grasp of the English language. You really are just winging it as you go along. And that's what I've learned about myself. I really am just making it up as I go along. But yeah, I guess maybe Edward dies again. I'm pretty confident he dies again because he died every other time. I probably should have used magic, but I don't know how worried I should be about these guys. Cecil, you hero. What a champion. His level increased too. He's level 21. Nice. Rydia's level increased. Edward, you don't want to increase your level anytime soon? So a big thing here, we got to use Cure, and I think we actually got to rest up somewhere. As ridiculous as that sounds, because you're probably thinking like, dude, you literally have spent so many minutes doing so much of nothing, but we are going to continue the nothing minutes. So we got to go rest up. I don't know, I just want to be prepared, you know? As ridiculous as that sounds. It is interesting. It's like we're on a chocobo. They don't, doesn't have any encounters or anything. I wonder if it would have been better to use like a chocobo instead of this floating thing. And if not, where our chocobo is going to be introduced. Because it's almost performing the job of a chocobo. You know what I mean? Because chocobos can normally like swim in the water and stuff. Or I guess run on the water. It's kind of ambiguous how they do that in my experience. There's probably something I just don't know. Like someone's like, no, they actually do this, and that's why you can go through the water. Because like it's, you know, it's one of those like it's actually not. It's like it's not an ocean. It's like a shallow pool. But I don't know. I feel like chocobos could do the job of that hovercraft there. Let's jump in there, and we're actually gonna head to that cave because I think that is probably the best bet here. We can't sequence break this game. I mean, we probably could, honestly. Like, there's probably some glitch we could use or something. But we're doing 100% legit playthroughs. No glitches, no funny business. Gosh, that castle really got wrecked. It's all good. Underground Lake B1. Wait, isn't this where we entered from? I'm so confused. Honestly, I really should have watched the last video I did, because I faced the tentacle dude, Mr. Octopus. So Mr. Octopus is dead. I went to the castle. Everything was a nightmare. Then I went through the caves and everything was great. And then this is just the same cave, right? Am I crazy? What am I missing here? Wait, I've got an idea. With this, we can reach the Antlion's Den. It won't be much longer, Rosa. Well, yeah, we need to go to the Antlion's Den, and it's far to the east, I want to say. Wait, no. It's far to the west? Honestly, I really am just making this up, aren't I? Gonna head back here. We just gotta face this antlion at the end of the day, right? It's not here. I mean, obviously this hovercraft, I mean, it's critical. It's absolutely critical to our success. So like, it's not like there's gonna be a scenario where it's like, oh, this thing wasn't needed at all. Like, this is 100% needed to get to where we need to go. But where do we need to go? Far to the east, correct? Would this not be the Antlion's Den? If it's not, then where would it be? So big question, can I reach this by ground? No, I would not be able to reach this without this thing. So I think it's right here. I'm so smart. Through process of elimination in many, many hours. I've done it. Oh man, that was. I'm gonna be honest, guys. That was a little bit painful. I know it's painful to watch that. I'm like, what is this guy doing? Did I even rest at that inn? I did, didn't I? Perfect. I've got to make sure I actually did what I promised I was gonna do. Oh man, he's weak against ice. That's unfortunate. Honestly, that rod is coming in handy so much just to like teach me what things are weak against. Learn a new song, Life's Anthem. Alright, I'm going to actually get wild with it in the next fight. And we're just going to start using abilities and seeing what happens. Because it's no fun if we're just smacking things to death. So let's see what Edward can do. Ah. I mean, obviously we know what Cecil can do. He's just okay, so he's gonna like make it like is it just like he targets all? Yeah, I mean that's just a target all. That's actually not that cool. I think it was Brian Pendell that had said and please tell me if I'm saying your name incorrectly. I'm not trying to, not trying to butcher names on this channel. But he had mentioned using an elixir with South. I wonder if that's just elixir across the party. I imagine that's just a mega elixir at that point. Unless something really crazy happens and he just like, it's like trio of nine. It gets like hyper mighty guard or whatever Riku has in 10, where you just like, actually, I am God now, and then you just like destroy everything. I mean, that's also a possibility. So we're gonna hide. By that I mean literally. Okay, we're not. So from what I understand with this ability, is he hides from the fight and then reappears later on, which is good for like if I'm gonna get wiped. Like they're either doing like an area of effect attack. That's actually a terrible analogy. And they're doing like a whole party like target, and they're like, you're gonna die now. And then Edward's like, but what if I wasn't here? And then he leaves. So that's how I understand it. So we need to utilize that just for fun. We're not actually going to be doing that hide until we get into a fight where it's going to take place. Because you notice there, I mean, he tried to use hide, and like the fight was over in 2 seconds. So you can't really hide if everyone's dead already. There's nothing to hide from when that occurs. Yeah, let's get this chest. And we are going for that 100% map completion. We are not doing anything, you know. We're not skipping out. Just like this, we're gonna hide. See what happens here. I guess that wasn't too surprising. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. He hides. He's gone. That was it? Okay. Cool. Not sure what the point of that was. I wonder if he can use... Literally all he does is hide, that's it? There's gotta be a reason for that. Like, there's gotta be something that happens where hiding is, like, effective. Or else they just made, like, a very, very bad, like, mechanic. Where you're like... I mean, he's hiding, but, like, to what end? Because if he's gone... then he's not helping. I feel like I'd use salve 1,000 times more than that. You know what I mean? Like, it just feels like it'd be more useful. I mean, maybe I could be crazy. I could be crazy. I could just be like, you know, Zach, you fool, hides the most powerful thing in the world. But I just don't. I don't know. I just don't believe in it. I don't believe in hiding. I believe in fighting. Edward has 37 HP. He should probably heal soon. I guess if I want my potions to go a long way, I could use that salve, but I don't care too much. Not at this point. We're close to getting the whole like map though. Man, we are just champions of walking around and mapping. Real cartographers. It's so crazy, just like how much variation there is, like in the characters we have. I know that sounds so dumb, but like the whole point of this series is to like play through Final Fantasies, and we're trying to see like what's different and like how that works. And it feels like there's so much variation, and we're encountering it, and it's, you know, it's just cool, you know. At the end of the day, it's just cool. Ah, hello there, Mr. Adamantoise. Ah, goodbye there, Mr. Adamantoise. I don't know if we're over-leveled or not. I feel like in most of this series, I am over-leveled, and I'm such a, like, I just grind a lot of levels. Like, that's just how I play the game. So, I feel like that's just, like, inherently how I do it. I don't know, I'm not opposed to like no leveling up or like minimal leveling up, but I just like exploring, which comes hand in hand with fighting a lot of battles, because that's how these games work. Tent. Someone had mentioned in the comments section, like, you talk to every NPC, and I'm like, I know, like, that's the That's definitely 100%. That is definitely how I play these games. I talk to every NPC. We're all having expansive conversations. It's just, you know, I don't know. It builds the world around you. How am I supposed to care if the entire world dies if all they say is bless the crystals? That's all I'm saying. Okay, he's definitely dead soon. Okay, there it is. There it is. There's the death. Edward's level increased. I do like that salve ability, though. It seems like there's a lot of value there. Just from like a resource, like just fighting mobs and resource management, it seems so effective, you know? I mean, you're just tripling the amount of items you have, and it's, you know, it's valuable. Like, at the very core of what that is value. So another Adamantoise here. Oh, that's rough. Just beaten down. I like how Edward looks perpetually miserable. He is just frowning. Mr. Frowny. That's what we call him. Is this gonna put me somewhere useful? I mean, sure. This looks fairly useful. Oh, what's gonna happen if I do this? Nothing. Cool. I was waiting for one of the, is it the Mandragora? Is that the right name of it? The plant-based monster that shoots seeds at you? The rip-off of Zelda? I shouldn't have said that. The one that shoots Deku Nuts, but the Final Fantasy version. Oh, man. I actually don't play that Zelda that much. I should play more, and I brought that up in a few videos ago. I want to play Ocarina of Time again. I don't know, I never, like, growing up, like, my grandma had a Nintendo 64 for, like, the family and stuff, because, you know, like, so whenever we visit her, we play that, but I mostly play, like, PlayStation games. Because that's what we had at home. I do remember playing a lot of Smash Bros. And Rush. Rush was the game. I think that was the name of it. I think this is it. I'm feeling it. Yeah. 99%. We're close. We're about to complete the heck out of this map. Oh, I messed up. I should have done the salve. That's my fault. My fault. What a shame. I can get some real value here. Looks like Edward's gonna be the last one. Come on, Edward. Beautiful. B-E-A-T-ful. That was great. No, it's good to heal up when hit with him in the party. It takes a little bit more time, but it's, you know, it's resource management. I know it seems silly because you guys are probably like, dude, like, it doesn't matter, but it does. Because we got 5 potions, but that's 15 potions with our new friend, Mr. Wait, is this? No, is this the den? Don't tell me this is the den. Finish down. I mean, I know the whole thing is the den, but I don't want to face him yet. I'm trying to explore everything. Emergency exit. Ether. Nice, nice. See, this is all good stuff. This is actually all value. We can even save in here? Oh, that's so cool. I don't know. It's still early to call it. I want to play a little bit more. I am still trying to keep these to specifically 30 minutes apiece. That is the perceived goal. We just gotta face yellow jellies. Oh, they're actually called yellow jellies. The names change so much throughout the series. I know they're yellow jelly in 12, but I didn't know if they were yellow jellies in this one. Which, I mean, you gotta think, like, obviously the later Final Fantasies took them from the earlier ones. So it's not like Final Fantasy IV got that from Final Fantasy 4. Like it's the, or from, you know what I mean. Alright, well let's take out these boys. These ladies and gentlemen. I think the accuracy mechanic's a little bit interesting, but I don't think it's relevant at this point because everything has set 100% accuracy. I imagine occasionally that is going to change, but I mean, not at this time. And another jelly. There is for sure a lot of jelly to get through here. Oh, he's punching too. My gosh. Made a whole fist and everything. GG's, man. GG's. Hey, Edward leveled up too. See, this is always valuable because if you guys remember, I mean, first joining the party, he was getting absolutely demolished in these just random encounters. So if we can give him any sort of a boost to his stats or anything, like that is very much welcome. Man, these jellies everywhere. Honestly, I think it might be worth just like letting loose. I hope yellow doesn't mean they're like healed by lightning. Oh, it means they're weak. Nice. Or they're just weak. Not because they're yellow, but because they're weak. Spider silk. That's cool stuff, man. I'm really banking on the fact that I can use tents on that little save area, so I'm not going to get absolutely destroyed. Only partially destroyed. No, this has been a fun game though so far, and I think I understand a little bit more about how it works with the abilities, so that's good. I mean, it's definitely good to, you know, get that out of the way. Oh, I got stopped. That's rough. And then yet again, we are using the thunder. I don't know. I feel like it's fine. Like, I don't think we're actually burning too much MP. And in all honesty, I mean, I know it's very early on, but this game is not too difficult at this point. Shadow Blade. Don't we already have that equipped? Ah, we have Dark Sword equipped, which is better, I guess, than Shadow Blade. I don't know, it's all the same. Dark, Shadow. It's got the same theme, right? Like, at the core, isn't that pretty much the same thing? I don't know. I would argue, you know, I would argue it's the same thing, but that's just me. And I do see that chest, of course. I do know we need to get that. We got 3 Phoenix Downs though. We are like rolling in it. Like so many items, so much usefulness. Like this is actually kind of crazy, guys. I probably should have gotten that chest. I thought, for some reason, I thought there was like a way northward without having to go all the way around again. But that is not the case. We are going all the way around again. I don't mind it too much. The Antlion though is interesting because I don't think we've had that in any other Final Fantasy that we've played so far. I mean, obviously I know it might be something revisited in future Final Fantasies, but in the ones I've played, I don't think it's really been a major thing. I am gonna embarrass myself though if I'm like, this enemy's never existed in Final Fantasy, and like it exists in Final Fantasy X, and I'm just like, oh gosh, I claim to be so smart with it, and then I'm just like, I don't really know what's going on. We need thunder now. Now. Ah, there it is. It was delayed. There was a little bit of ping difference there. Wait, what am I doing? I don't want to heal Edward because I think I can make it. Oh, yes. There it is. This is how many tents we have. 10 tents. That's nutty. It's like almost a dozen. Now we got 9. We're divisible by 3. That doesn't seem important, but that you guys should know. Anyways, we're actually probably going to end it here. I feel like we didn't make a ton of progress, honestly, but I think this is a good stopping point, and we are going to face the Antlion next episode, potentially, unless I go to like floor to like 15 of this den and realize it's actually, you know, a marathon. But we'll cross that bridge if we get to it. Anyways, yeah, thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys next time.